I'm Miss Susan from the Muhlenberg County Public Library. I'm here today to show you how you can make a car of your own. I know you see cars go down the road, but we're going to make one out of cardboard box today. So first thing you're going to need is a cardboard box. I have one that I use sometimes for storing things in. It actually was one of the boxes that our books came in from the library. You can get boxes either from maybe your mom or dad getting a delivery, or even going to a store and asking if they have any empty boxes. This one just happens to be a pretty good sized box. It'll work perfect. So a cardboard box car, you obviously have to have a box, but you also need some supplies. So you can do anything you want with the kind of car you want. There's different even kinds of cars. Let me give you an idea of the kind of cars that you could make. The first one is one I actually have an example of. This one is a cardboard box car that you can see right through. You can either slip it over your head or you can step into it. This car is one that we made a while back for story time. Now this car, it looks a little bit like a box, but not really like a box. What I did was to make this one like that is the top was already open. So I take the box and I push the sides down and I tape them down. And then I turned it over and you have tape down here. So we just took the tape off, we slid it and took the tape off, folded it from both directions. Now I'm going to show you what that looks like. Give me 1 second. So basically what you do when you get your box, like I said, you fold your boxes in. It's a lot easier if you do it from one side. I'm starting from the bottom. I'm going to fold this in so it's nice and neat. You can even pull the extra tape off if you want to. And then from the other side, let's see, here's this side. Make sure if there's any cardboard inside, you want to take that out. And then you start folding from the other side. You're probably going to need maybe another set of hands, an adult or a friend to help you with this. So, see how that is nice and neat? Let me do one more side and give you an idea. And this is similar to what it would look like. So I can see through the box and I can see you. Now you'll also do your other side, and when you get these all folded down, you're going to take some tape. And I brought some duct tape with me today. Here is some pretty design tape. You can use just plain gray duct tape. You can use packing tape, whatever you have handy, and tape these sides down. And then that way they'll stay down out of the way. Now there's another way you can make a car, not the kind that has the hole in it that you can see through. Let me show you that one. So we're going to take the sides back out on one side. And I'm going to take my trusty duct tape here and tear off a piece or two. And I'm going to put that box back together. Because I could have showed you the other way around, but what's the fun in that if I don't show you that you can tape it back up? So we are going to retape this box with another piece of tape, because sometimes tape sticks together and it doesn't want to come undone. There we go. So if I tape this back down, get another piece. It's a little loud when you pull it, isn't it? Yeah. And then I tape it from this side. Now I can put some more tape to hold it steady, but this gives you an idea what I mean. You just have it from one side. Now if I want a car like this where I still have the bottom in it, I could make a movie car. Or I could make a car where I could sit in it, maybe with the stuffed animals and a blanket and read a book, or watch a movie, which would mean I would need popcorn or snacks and a drink. And if you still tape the insides down really well so they don't come up, and you can use that for a car. And of course, we still haven't even started decorating yet. Now another way you could do this car is if I fold it all the way back up. Just like if I just got a package. Let me show you another way you can do it. If we take this tape, and I'm going to put some tape on it and tape it down. I'll take one more piece and tape it in the middle. So this way, what we can do is we can make it into a car with possibly a windshield. You need an adult to help you with this because they probably need a bigger knife than just a pair of scissors, but you could cut it and leave about a third of the box, and you would cut across. You could even make a dip on both sides to make it look like a car that you're getting into, and then just cut across the back. So when you get here, you could flip it up and it could be your windshield. When you have this 1/3 of it still there, and cut a hole in it and you can see right through it. That's just another version. If you were to go online, you would see lots of different kind of cars you could make. So let's go back to the other way, where you actually just sit in it. Get rid of that. So now, we would just poke these sides back down. Now that's sort of the hardest part of the entire car, is figuring out what kind of car you want and how you want it to be designed. So we would tape down these sides. I'm just going to push them in for now. So we're back to the boxcar that you could actually sit in. You could have a movie night with a friend. You could do all kinds of fun things. Maybe if it's cold outside or it's raining and you can't go outside, get a box and you can make a car. Now comes the fun part. Now that we decide if we want a car you sit in or if you want a car that you actually put, that you get to stand in, that you can see the hole through it. Then another thing you can do is you can either use the cardboard the way it is. You can design it with things like plates to make your wheels. You could use cups. I have plastic cups. They could be your headlights. And you could glue these on here. There are other things you can do, but I'm going to show you with this one because it's a little bit easier. This is the one that you can see through. Now I added not only designs, but I put yarn. You could use string or yarns so that when you're putting it on, it will adjust to your shoulder and you wouldn't have to hold it all the time. So let's see, if I want a car to look like this, I could go walking around with my car and my strings would help hold it up. Now, let me get out of my car. Whew, that was fun. Now on this one, I just used shapes and designs. I used shapes to make it look like my headlights were square. And then there's a big bright light in the back there, in the middle. On the back, it was the same way. Now what I'm saying is you could take, let's see, if we took plates, we made these into this. Let me see if we can attach those. You might want to use tape on some things, or you can use glue, depending on what it is you're wanting to attach. So like if I want to put tires on my car, I would need to put 4. Because aren't there 4 tires on a car? And so, I guess I need to put them the same way. There is that. So now my car has tires. And so if I wanted to add headlights, I could tape these on, one on each side, so I could see where I'm going. If I wanted to add a steering wheel, it's really cool. The things you have laying around your house that you can use, I could use a paper towel roll, and I can attach a plate to it that is slippery. And if I taped these on, I might need to make the paper towel roll a little bit shorter. But if I did, I can make a steering wheel. Now you could make your car to look any way you want to. You could use markers or crayons, especially if you didn't want to cover it with paper. I have paper here. This is bulletin board paper that I could unwrap and I could tape to the box that I showed you that didn't have any decorations on it. You could take paper and do it. You could take shapes like I did. I have shapes you could use. You could take stickers. I have pretty stickers. You could use even a cupcake liner, and you could use them to design things on your car. There's lots of things you can do. You could even take paint, and you can take a brush, and you can paint your car certain colors depending on what you have at home. So that's the good thing about these kind of cars. Once you have a box, you can design it any way you want to, and you can use anything you have at home, and you can decorate it to make your car special. Remember, you can have cars for movie nights and for maybe even for books. Like if you wanted to just snuggle up with your stuffed animal, or maybe even a puppy dog or a kitty cat that likes to sit in your lap, you could sit in those little cars for a while with a blanket and a book, and you could have quiet time. There's all kinds of things you can do with cardboard boxes. This is just one of them. Thank you for sharing with me for just a little while on one of the things you could do at home with something you probably have laying around your house. Have a great day. Bye.